The Ojibwe people have a primary oral culture. This means that their legends have been passed from one generation to another by the telling of stories. For centuries, Ojibwe people sat around a bonfire where the elders recounted these legends to the younger members of the nation. Many Ojibwe people like to refer to themselves as Anishinaabe, which means original man. One legend is the creation of the Turtle Island, which represents North America. The legend is told as follows. Long ago, after the Great Spirit, Kichimanado, created humankind, the Anishinaabe wandered away from their peaceful ways and began to fight amongst themselves. Brother fought against brother and sister fought against sister. Gone were the people's harmonious ways. Seeing that the people had lost their peaceful ways and there was no longer respect for all living beings, Kichimanado decided to cleanse the earth by bringing out a flood that drowned the Anishinaabe people and most of the animals. The only person to survive the flood was Nanabojo and a few animals that could swim or fly. As Nanabojo was very kind, he allowed the remaining animals to take turns resting on the log. Nanabojo spoke and said, "I'm going to dive to the bottom of the water and grab a handful of earth. With the earth, he could make a new land on which to live." Nanabojo dived into the water and disappeared for a long time. The animals waited and waited. They thought that he had drowned. Finally, Nanabojo surfaced, gasping for air, and muttered, "The water is too deep for me to reach the bottom." The Hmong, the loon, spoke, "I can dive deep into the water. I will try to make it to the bottom and return with some earth in my beak." The loon made a clean dive into the water. Finally, after what seemed like the longest time, the loon returned to the surface weakened and out of breath. "I could not make it. There must be no bottom to the water," said the loon. The muskrat spoke up. He said, "I can do it." To everyone's astonishment, they looked about trying to see who had just spoken. It was the muskrat who came forward. Again he repeated, "I'll try." Some of the other more powerful animals mocked the little muskrat. Nanabojo spoke, reminding everyone that, like the others, the muskrat must be given the chance to contribute. Everyone waited and waited for what seemed an eternity. Finally, the muskrat's body floated to the surface. "Brothers and sisters," Nanabojo said, "Muskrat went too long without air and he is now dead." Suddenly, Nanabojo realized that the muskrat's paw was clenched tightly. He carefully opened the small paw and then he exclaimed in amazement, "Look, there is a small ball of earth in Muskrat's paw." Muskrat sacrificed his life so that life on earth could begin anew. Nanabojo took the ball of earth and held it in his hand. Just then, the turtle swam forward and said, "Use my back to bear the weight of the piece of earth. With the help of Kichimanado, we can make a new earth." Nanabojo put the small pieces of earth on the turtle's back. Suddenly, the wind blew from the four directions. The tiny ball of earth started to grow. It grew and grew until it formed an island in the water. The island grew larger and larger, heavier and heavier, but still the turtle bore the weight of the earth on his back. Nanabojo and all the animals danced in a widening circle and sang songs of praise on the growing island. After a while, the four winds ceased to blow and the water became still. A huge island sat in the middle of the water, and that island today is known as North America. Many First Nations people, including the Ojibwe, hold special respect for the turtle who sacrificed his life so that the Earth's people could have a second chance. And not to be forgotten, the muskrat has been given a good life too. Though many marshes have been drained and homes of many muskrat have been lost as mankind continues to spread his influence over the earth, the muskrat continues to survive. The muskrats do their part too in remembering the great blood. They build their homes in the shape of the little ball of earth that the muskrat had bravely grabbed from the bottom of the ocean.